There are two possibilities. Not sure which one is right. When the nuclear explosion happened on Mars 65 million years ago, according to John Brandenburg, and he has solid science proof. You know, you can't contest it. It's rock solid. Either the Martians, who were human, that's us, that was our first home, Mars, and they were attacked by an evil enemy. But there's always survivors, and survivors made it to the Earth, and then they attacked the dinosaurs 65 million years ago and caused their demise so that the humans could then have a better environment for their own survival. Humans being the Martians. And I know science says that humans, as we know them, are only 100,000, maybe 200,000 years old. But that's mainstream science. But forbidden archaeology, they have a lot of evidence, almost proof really, just proof, almost, that humans have been here millions of years, and that the human species and the monkey, ape, caveman line of evolution were separate and coexisted in parallel. They were in parallel to each other, not that one came from the other. They were two separate lines coexisting and developed in parallel but separately from each other. Well, maybe later, near the end, there was some interaction. That's one theory. The aliens who attacked Mars 65 million years ago, they were the bad guys, and the humans living on Mars, the real Martians, they were the good guys, and they were refugees who survived, come to the Earth. The other way is the humans who were living on Mars, actually they were bad. Maybe a little evil or dangerous, we don't know how. And a good force came along and it decided to clean up. And they didn't just clean up Mars, they cleaned up the Earth as well. Here was overrun with dinosaurs, the devil's creations, and Mars was infested with these bad humans. And so they decided, the good aliens, to clean up house on both planets. And having cleaned up Mars, they were expelled from Mars, they were banished from Mars, and the humans were sent to live in exile. Where? On Earth. And so Earth is a kind of prison. We are imprisoned here as exiles, banished from the solar system. Whereas in the first theory I said, Earth would be like a refuge or a shelter that we immigrated to. Whereas in this other theory, it's a prison, and we're confined here on the surface. and we can't get off, as it were, limited to one planet, downgraded from Mars to this even, well, to this biosphere, yeah, very unstable, wild, many species down here, all competing for dominance. And so we now, our soul has to reincarnate only here on this planet. Either way though, whichever theory you go for, we're the good guys or we're the bad guys, deep down in our soul is the memory of our real home, Mars. We are actually Martians, and maybe invade, maybe an emergency, whatever the reason, but we've invaded a new planet now, and we're trapped here. And this is our place of reincarnation, a kind of prison planet. Now, I don't know which one is the correct view, although I suspect it's the second theory, not the first one. And we were bad guys on Mars, and the good alien force come, and it just cleaned up Mars and cleaned up the Earth, also put an end to the devil and all his creations 65 million years ago. Anyway, something